What is going on YouTube? GKL Games here. Today we're back with another video, and on this video we're doing a tier list for ultimate tower defense. Yes, we're bringing over here a godly, mythical, and legendary tier list. So let's get started. But if you guys want a tier list with every single unit in the game, you guys need to smash that like button. Let's get this video to 10 likes, and if we do reach the 10 like goals in comments asking for us to do the full tier list, I will do a live stream this weekend doing with you guys on live stream the full tier list with your opinion, my opinion, so we can share some thoughts and figure out which character goes where. So why don't we go ahead and get started? But before, don't forget to like and subscribe, as I said. So if you guys want to see the full tier list, this tier list is only godlies, legendaries, and mythicals. So let's get started. So starting off over here with the godlies, so I separated them in order. I put godlies, mythicals, and then legendaries up here. After this one right here, we don't have to worry about the others, but let's get started. Starting off with Jotaro. So Jotaro, he's really good. He has his time stop, which is super useful. We clutched up so many times, we're almost dying, and then the time stop just comes in. He's really good, and he does a lot of damage. The downside is not the fact that he's expensive, the fact that his range is super short. So not one of the best units in the game, but it's up there. So I would say Jotaro goes in letter A. Yeah. Next on the list we have Gear 4th Luffy. This is a no-brainer, putting it on S, because for those who don't know, it's the best unit in the game right now. It does a bunch load of damage. It's a cheap unit, so you can put it in the start of the game and quickly already upgrade it. You can put 2 of them, which a lot of legendaries you can't. So it's just a really good unit, and in battle mode it's super OP. Next on the list we have the Christmas Spider-Man, and I'm not gonna put on Don't Know and Support. I'm not counting these 2 tiers that they put on. I really don't really care, and I'm gonna put him down on B tier. So S tier is the great unit. A tier is a really good unit, like you should still use it. B is the units that you can use it, but if you have someone better at your disposal, use it. So I'll put him over here. He's more like a classic Spider-Man than anything. The only reason he's really godly, it's because of the Christmas update thing, so it's pretty dumb. He's more like a classic Spider-Man, but he does get outplayed by others. Next we have the Beast Titan, and I'm gonna put him over here at B tier, but above Spider-Man because he is stronger, of course. And actually I might lower Spider-Man to C tier, but the Beast Titan is the second worst. Like, it's not that they're worse of the godlies, but they're not on the same level as the other ones, you know what I mean? He has insane range, the biggest range of the whole game. That's 50, because he can throw the rocks, and he does pretty good damage. The only thing that throws him down, though, is the fact that it takes every 4 seconds for him to hit. It's 3.9 seconds actually for him to be able to hit, so pretty annoying. If it wasn't for that, he would be a great insane unit, and he's actually not that expensive if you stop and think about it. Then we have the next S tier with this Shenron. So Shenron, Dragon, whatever you want to call it, Eternal Dragon, is the best unit. It's a meta unit that's going to be in, because it upgrades your characters. It does a buff of 75% for 50 seconds. It used to be a minute, and then it did a 50. They buffed or nerfed them, because before, when he first came out, he did it for a full minute for 50, and then upgraded 50%. Now he upgrades 75%, but only for 50 seconds. So it depends on the way that you view it. It's 10k for you to place down and boost all your units. So it is a great unit. You need this unit. Then for another godly, we have the Armor Titan, which I'm putting it on B tier. It's still good, but out of all the godlies, if you don't count Spider-Man, it is the worst godly. Mainly because it's mostly same thing as Beast Titan. They're almost the same thing, but Beast Titan goes ahead because of its range. Even though Armor Titan's still really good because it's a full AoE unit, and you should definitely keep it up. Then we have Muzon. See, Muzon is really good. His range is amazing. His damage is amazing. Just, he costs a lot. So, I'm afraid to put Muzon in S tier. But again, I will redo this godly, everything, all these mythicals, legendaries, all these tiers with you guys on the live stream. So this is just my opinion. But once we're in the live stream, we're going to get everybody together and see what we think. So, I'm going to put it in A tier for now. Muzon. Thanos is also an A tier. Thanos, I said Thanos. But Thanos is an A tier. Easy, it's just Thanos. The only thing that doesn't make him S tier, though, is his range. But his ability is really good. The snap ability, where if you max out your Thanos, if an enemy is a certain distance from your base, he's going to snap and it's going to remove all the units on the board. You can only do that 5 times though. But the problem is it also removes half of your units. So it's a good and bad situation. He's really good for infinite mode because you can get yourself 5 free waves. So make sure you go ahead and get Thanos because he's really good. Definitely who I'm going for next. Then we have Madara, which is also an S tier unit. Really OP, kind of expensive. You can't put him in the beginning, but when you put Madara and Luffy together, they destroy. Then we're done with the Godlies right here. We get 3 Godlies on S tier, 3 Godlies on A tier, 2 Godlies on B tier, and then 1 Godly on C tier. We're going to put Annie right now at A tier. Annie is an A tier because she's the best summoner in the game right now. She's way better than Aaron. Like, for you to have an idea, her without any prestiges, anything, maxed out, is stronger than Aaron, which is a legendary, max prestige. Okay, she's an expensive unit, but what she does is she can attack, which does 1,000 damage when she's... I'm talking about no prestiges. She does 1,000 damage just with her fists, and every now and then she transforms into her Titan form and calls in 5 maxed out Titans. So if you don't prestige or anything, 7,000 health, multiply that by 5, 35,000 damage. So she's a pretty good unit. I'm telling you, Annie is a meta. As long as they don't nerf her, she's a meta. Next on the list, we have Carnage, and I'll put him on A. He's also the best Spider-Man unit. Because he does the most damage, he's fast. He is the best Spider-Man unit in the game right now. So I would recommend if you're going for a Spider-Man unit, either go for him or Venom. So go for one of them because they are the best Spider-Man units. Then we have my boy Zorro over here, and I'm also... See, Zorro, here's the thing. His range is the only thing that gets it for me. Remembering this is my opinion. I'll put Zorro on B tier for me because he does a lot of damage. When he's max prestigious, I think he does like 6,000 damage. And he does attack speed is really well. But the problem is his range is not amazing. I should probably speed up with this because we are already at 7 minutes long and barely anything done. So let's keep going. 02 is an A tier. Nothing really to say. Attack speed really good. Her max prestige version. Actually, no, I'm gonna put her on S tier because 02 is a really good S tier unit. She does a lot of damage really fast. Probably the best DPS in the game. Deadpool is only on A tier. I recently started using him instead of my 02, but I wouldn't say he's better than her. I just like him because he's cheaper. 02 is 700. He's 250. So he's a pretty cheap unit. Does mostly what 02 does, except a little bit weaker. We got Takitachi, I don't remember her name, but she's a really good unit at the moment. Bit expensive, so I might have to throw her down to B or A actually. Then we have Ryuko going to C. I know she's a full-on AoE, really good for being a full AoE. If you put her on a corner, I know she's deadly, but she's just, it's not it. Red Hulk, I'll put him at... Oh no, I skipped. I went to the legendaries. Superman, S tier. Nothing really to say. Y'all know Superman is the best unit, one of the best units in the game, if not the best mythical in the game. Shazam is also one of those cheap DPS units. If you do not want to have 02, if you think she's too expensive, go for Shazam. Jip Goku, another S tier. He raises your... He also buffs you. I think it's 15%. So he's really good. Tip, do not prestige. Don't prestige your Jip Goku. It doesn't change anything. It's still only going to do 15%. So do not prestige him. Then, this girl, I forgot her name. She's from One Punch Man. I heard mixed things about her. I haven't actually tested her out, so I'm just going to put her in B for now because I heard she's good. I've seen some gameplay with some teammates of mine. She did some pretty good damage, but not the best. Then, we have over here Hitachi, and I'll put him on B tier due to the fact. I know when he first came out, he was Garbo. They buffed him. He's okay. But the fact that you can only place 2 of them is just... no. I'll put it on B tier. B tier is solid. So, as I said, D is units that you shouldn't use unless you don't have any others. C are units that are bad. Shouldn't really use, but go ahead. B is units that use it. They're good units. They're solid units. But if you have better, switch for better. B units are good units that you can use. Again, there are other better options. A are really good units. And then S tier are just the best units you can find. Spawn is like a weaker version of Thanos, kinda. So if you don't have Thanos, go for Spawn. Put him in the same level as Thanos. I'll put him 1 down. He's still pretty good, really good. I'm gonna put him above Zorro right here. Switch the list around a little bit, make him right here, and there we go. Next up on the list, we have Mysterio. I'll put him in A tier due to the fact that he's really good. Might not do much damage, but Mysterio is those units that I just have him in my team to do damage. What I do is, since he's only 250, I just place down 5 of them. With his ability that he can self-upgrade, he's pretty OP. Do I have to say anything? Do I really have to say anything? The worst mythical in the game. Kaneki, I'll put him in B tier. He's a solid unit, although Froppy's better. He has his creepy tentacles, which does AoE and slows down the enemy. But I don't know, I feel like he's too expensive. I don't know, it's just my opinion. My opinion. Do not get triggered in the comments. Megumin is next, and she's definitely going in A tier right here. Maybe even S tier. Because she's a really good AoE unit. I don't personally like using her, because as I said, I like to have cheap units. I would say like the only expensive units that I use are the Godlies. My other ones that are not godly, just 700 because I used to use Zero too, and now 1500 because I'm using Annie. But that's pretty much it. I don't really like Megumin. Takes too long for me. I like character that you can just place down, boom, 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 upgrade, and it's doing tons of damage. Then we have Kakashi. We're starting with the legendaries now. I'm putting Kakashi on B tier. He's an okay unit. Good because of his ability of lightning where you can stun the enemies. But other than that, not a good unit. Venom is a pretty good unit. Oh my god, I need to speed this up. We're going really slow. We still got this whole row. Venom, pretty good unit. One of the best Spider-Mans. I'll put him right next to Carnage. Then we got General Zod. It's a meh unit. Shouldn't really use it. There are way better units out there. Deathstroke is a good unit. If you know how to upgrade them and you know how to use them, place them. He can be deadly. But my opinion, I never actually liked them. Red Hulk is a C tier unit. Actually, I'm gonna raise it to a B. He's an okay unit, not a unit that I would use a lot. If you can get Thanos and other that or Spawn, it's just much better. Martian Manhunter is going on D tier, horrible unit. Prison Superman also going as a horrible unit. Spider-Man 2099 is coming on B tier as a solid Spider-Man for beginners. So if you're a beginner in the game, make sure you go for one of these: Venom, Carnage, or Spider-Man 2099. Batman Beyond is going on C tier, pretty solid unit. Raftalia also going in C tier. It's a solid unit. They're not bad. They're just not the best. Saitama, same thing. I know he has the one punch where he can one punch the enemy, but that's in a 1 in 400 chance. So I'd rather not go with him. Toga is definitely an A tier, if not an S tier. So I'll put her above Annie because I'm not sure if she goes in S tier or not. But she's a really good unit. Also, her ability assassination is really deadly. Got Piccolo right here. Piccolo is going on B tier. Actually, Piccolo is going on top of C tier. Because he's a really good, when you put him in a straight line, he uses his Dean Cannon. Deadly, but other than that, really not that useful. Joker's going on D tier, one of the horrible ones of the legendaries. Aaron is going on C tier. Now with his, that he got nerfed a lot, and you got Annie, he really trashed right now. You really do not need an Aaron in your team. Then we got Froppy. Froppy's definitely going on S tier. She's definitely the best slow down unit in the game right now. Because of her poison and everything, Froppy is super OP. And I'm definitely using her all the time. You really need a Froppy if you want to solo these maps. Escanor, I'm putting it on B tier because it's not the best unit if you're later in the game. But if you're a beginner like me, Escanor is the best unit for you to go for. I'm sorry if I'm triggering anybody, but Escanor is the unit to go if you're a beginner in this game. Kirito is going on C tier. Haven't really used much of him. Just thought he was kind of plain. Bane is going on B tier. He's okay unit, as I said. Yuno is going on A tier because Yuno is really good, especially if she's prestige. She does tons of damage. Levi is going on D tier because he just not it. I know I made a video a while ago when I first started playing this game. I thought Levi was cool, but his range is awful. Does barely any damage. Don't go for Levi. Vegeta is an A tier unit. Vegeta is A tier. Stop discriminating my boy Vegeta. God damn. Vegeta is really good because Vegeta is the best legendary unit for beginners into this game due to the fact that he has really big range, full AoE. So, like, he's an AoE unit, really good damage, especially if you prestige him. Vegeta was in my team until like today, so he's really good. Go for Vegeta. Aquaman going at A tier 2, the best money unit in the game. Why not? All Might is also going on A tier. Definitely a unit for beginners. Definitely put it in your team. It's gonna help you a lot. One of the best, like, to put in corners. It just helps you a lot. Mihawk is going on D tier. It's not like the Mihawk like I thought. When I thought I came from All-Star Tower Defense, Mihawk was a beast over there. I put him in my team over here. Garbo. Do not use Mihawk. And then Broly, as you can see, he's an epic over here. But he recently got buffed and now he's a legendary and he's still Garbo. Don't use Broly, man. He's Garbo, like. Garbo! And I think I'm not missing anyone else, right? Just going through the list really quickly, and no, I did not miss anyone else. So if you guys want to see me rating these characters over here, alongside with you guys and these characters, make sure you guys drop a comment down below, like and subscribe. Please tell me, what do you guys think on my list? Do you think there's stuff that you would change? Do you think that some characters should have been higher than the others? Do you think we should make the list? Do you think we should make the list with the subs? Comment down below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.